Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm pretty excited to show you this 2024 Ford Mustang EcoBoost. This one's actually a premium model and this color is dark matter gray. So I know online you've seen a lot of new videos about the Mustang GT, people putting them on dynos and doing review videos and accelerations and all kinds of stuff. But you haven't really seen a lot of information on the EcoBoost Mustang. And I've already made a GT video, so feel free to check that out if you guys are interested in the GT. But I want to check out this EcoBoost and see if it's improved over the previous generation EcoBoost. And if you guys don't know, I did own a 2019 Mustang EcoBoost. I'll put a little link to my playlist in the upper corner over there. So feel free to check that out if you guys like EcoBoost. So since I've already owned one, I can kind of give you guys some updated impressions on how much better the new one is than the old one, if it's better, and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and start off in the front. So all new 2024 Mustangs come with these nice upgraded, or not upgraded, but new LED headlights. They're the triple beam design, has that cool little welcome lighting, which is pretty nice. The triple beam at the top, no fog lights unfortunately. And the EcoBoost has like a flat black plastic for the grille in the lower portion, whereas the GT for the grille has a gloss black actually. And you see you got a little lip down there, nothing crazy. The hood looks different than the GT. It has just a normal sleek hood, doesn't have like the vents in it or anything like that. Come to the side over here, it does have these upgraded 19-inch wheels. And I think these wheels look pretty cool. I know some people don't like the design, but I think the wheels look pretty cool. Let's actually go to the other side so we can kind of see it a little bit better. You guys can kind of see the little side profile there. No turn signal on the mirrors. I think you have to get a 201A package to get that. This is the premium with the 200A package. Dark matter gray is a pretty nice looking color. You can see the metallic flake in the sun pretty nicely. This one does have the active exhaust option, which I think is definitely worth it because it makes the rear end look cooler having the quad tips, and then it makes EcoBoost engine sound okay. You know, it doesn't sound like a GT obviously, but it sounds okay, and you can adjust the different exhaust modes. I'll go over that with you guys a little bit later. LED taillights, of course, the new design. No spoiler on this one, so that's kind of, so that's why it looks a little bald in the back there, but Ford actually made it so that you can upgrade to your own spoiler pretty easily, which is pretty nice. Rear parking sensors, LED reverse light, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and check out that EcoBoost engine. All right guys, just popped the hood here. All new for 2024 are the hood struts on all Mustang models. It doesn't have to be a GT, so even the EcoBoost has the hood struts as well. And you can see we have a new design for the EcoBoost engine. We no longer have a engine cover, and then the airbox design is completely different because the previous generation, the airbox was over on the side over here. This one, it's definitely routed differently. It's like in front of the engine. Completely different design there. This one makes 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, which is an improvement of 5 horsepower over the previous generation. But we're gonna get this out on the road later and drive it and see if we can kind of feel any sort of differences there. 10-speed auto is the only transmission choice for 2024 and up EcoBoost Mustangs. MPG is amazing for these new EcoBoost Mustangs though. It gets around 33 on the highway, 22 city, and 26 combined. Before we hop inside, just figured I'd show you guys the window sticker here. So you can see the only options this one has is the upgraded wheels. It has the mini spare wheel and tire, so it does have a spare tire, and it has the active valve exhaust, and which brings the MSRP to $40,575. All right guys, hopping inside, we got the smart key access, so just put your hand on the door to open it up and it will open as long as the key's within the vicinity. Looking at the door panel here, this one does have the Ember Glow interior, which is kind of a cool look. It's like a reddish brown, I don't know, it's a cool looking interior for sure. We got nice soft touch up here, got the nice Ember Glow right there, soft touch down here. Very similar interior to the normal GT, so I won't go too in depth with the interior, but let's go ahead and hop inside. All right guys, just pull away from the sun so you guys can see the interior a little bit better. All new steering wheel, it's pretty nice design. Steering feel right here, so you can adjust the different steering modes. So we'll keep it in normal. This is your different drive modes that you can change right here. So you can go through all of those, and we'll go back to normal. Cruise control, nice leather wrap. This one is a premium, so it does have the nice leather wrap steering wheel. Here's your light switches over there. Got the nice Ember Glow stitching, which is pretty cool. You guys can see that running across the dash. Huge 13.2-inch screen, if I'm not mistaken. Very nice. It's a lot more responsive than the previous generation one. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot more responsive. And then as you guys know, the climate control is all on the screen, so you guys can change the left side there, right side here. This one does have heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger. And then you have a heated steering wheel as well on this one. There's your climate menu, so you can choose kind of where you want the air to come out, all that stuff. Looking down here, this one is an EcoBoost, so it does have the auto start stop. There's your pony mode, so that's to go through like the different Mustang settings, which we can test out a little bit later. Traction control right here, your hazards, favorites button, so you can kind of program that to what you want it to be, max defroster, and then obviously your volume knob. This one does have wireless charging and the smart charging USB ports right there. Nice little area to put your phone, all that good stuff. Park reverse neutral drive L for the EcoBoost, so unfortunately you don't get a manual mode. I think you have to get the high performance EcoBoost to get the paddle shifters, so that kind of sucks that they took that away, because even my base model 2019 EcoBoost did have paddle shifters. Wipers are rain sensing. Nice soft touch armrest here with some nice material. We do have a light in there, which is nice, and then this is supposed to go in there like that. See there. Glove box, just normal glove box. Looking up top here, we have a nice black headliner, LED interior lighting, and then sunglasses holder, which is over here now. And these seats, just take a look. They do look really nice. I like this interior combination. The seats are really comfortable. On the EcoBoost, they're called ActiveX, so it's not like full leather, but they are the like vinyl material. It feels just as good as leather, so I don't see any issues with the ActiveX. And you can see our rear seats right there. This material right here is hard touch plastic because it's not a 201A package. If this was a 201A package, this would be a soft touch material as well. But let's go ahead and mess around with these exhaust modes real quick. I'll crack the window, see if you guys can hear the exhaust. So let's do quiet mode first. Definitely very quiet. Let's try normal mode next. A lot better. And then we'll go straight to the track mode. Sounds similar to normal mode, to be honest with you, but a little bit deeper. So you got those cool little exhaust modes, and then I'm sure you guys probably seen this before, but you have like the different cluster themes, your different ambient lighting colors. You can do a custom mode here. You can look at the aux gauges, all that stuff, which is really cool. 0 to 60 timer. So I won't go into it too in depth with all that stuff, but this new screen is really nice. So let's get this EcoBoost out on the road and see how it drives. Okay, it's nice and smooth. You can definitely hear the exhaust back there. Lots of torque. The EcoBoost Mustang has always been really good at that, having a good amount of torque in the low end. Now where they lack is up top. We'll see if we can experience that a little bit later, but low end torque is really, really good. So like if you just dip into it a little bit here, yeah, lots of torque. Let's take this corner here. Handling is really good. Like the steering is really, really light, even in like the sport steering mode. So let's go ahead and go to the sport steering mode. The steering is really light, but with it being light makes it a lot lighter on its feet, or at least it feels lighter on its feet, since it has that very quick, light steering response. All right, go ahead and just get on just a little bit here. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can even hear like a little blow-off sound outside. The steering is really sharp though, like it really turns good. Feels really light. It definitely does feel lighter on the front end than the GT. I wouldn't say like it's a massive difference, but it definitely does feel lighter on its feet, and especially like on the front end. And just to think that you can have this car still get 33 mpg on the highway, I mean, it's a really nice car, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and go into the sport mode, or let's go to track mode here and see how the track mode does. Okay, throttle response is a lot better. transmission is a huge improvement over the old one. It's way smoother now. And I've said this in my GT video already, but the trans is so much smoother than the old 10-speed in my EcoBoost that I had, the 19. It's way smoother in this one, like a lot smoother. Let's go ahead and make a U-turn right here. See how this turning radius is? Very sharp. Yeah, Mustangs always have really good turning radius. At least with the smaller tires they do. I know the Shelbys don't have the greatest turning radius in the world. But yeah, it feels good. I want to mess around with some paddle shifters, but we don't have them in a non-high performance package EcoBoost, unfortunately. Stay tuned for that video too. If we get one of those in, I'll do a video on that and see how it does. I forgot to mention this earlier, but the brakes feel a lot better than the previous generation EcoBoost. Like, they feel stronger. Even though they may be the same size, I think they did something with the brake pedal, or they did something with like the, I don't know, the pads or something. It just feels like the brakes are stronger. Like, they stop like really quickly. So that's a really nice improvement they did there too. All right, now that we're on this little side road over here, let's just go ahead and just take off. I guess we'll take off from a standstill and just kind of see how it does. Just see how it feels. Okay. As you guys know, EcoBoost Mustangs, they don't shift at redline, they short shift just because it starts falling off in the power band. Yeah, I mean, it takes off okay. I mean, you know, it's nothing crazy, but it definitely is fun, you know. You can have fun with this horsepower. It's nothing that's gonna knock your socks off, but you can have fun with this amount of horsepower. This is a good improvement over the old one. The transmission tuning's a lot smoother. Does it feel faster than the old one? Nah. It feels pretty much the same, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like it's fast or anything like that. Power band still feels the same. It still drops off up top, unfortunately. Like, for example, my GTI that I had, it doesn't drop off up top. My Mark 8 GTI, it doesn't drop off up top like it does in this car, but it still feels okay. I mean, it's a small turbo. If you guys are interested in the EcoBoost Mustang, I work here at Godden Ford in Las Vegas. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you out. I've already sold a couple cars to people that have seen my channel, so that's pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, definitely let me know. I'll put my contact info in the description. Let me know your thoughts on the EcoBoost, and I will see you in the next video.